Hello and welcome to Billy Ho Sports. We're gearing up for the Grade 2 Los Alamitos Futurity in sunny Cypress, California. This event features 2-year-old horses, potential contenders for that 2024 Kentucky Derby. Mile and a 16th contest will award qualification points, I believe, on a 10-5-3-2-1 basis. I think next year is when they flip over to the top 4 finishers. It's confusing, to say the least, but basically 10 points to the winner, 300K in prizes, and winners like Practical Move and Slow Down Andy. So before we start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Appreciate it. Give us a like, drop a comment, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on all the future Derby Trail news coming soon. Let's go. So I'm going to kind of go in order of the contenders, as you can see on your back screen, by earnings. And we're going to start with Muth. They might not be exact in order, but this is how I'm doing it. Runner-up Breeders' Cup Juvenile appears to be the strongest of the Bob Baffert entries, strongest horse in the race, in my opinion. Reflecting back on that Breeders' Cup Juvenile, he performed pretty well. He was just outpaced down the stretch by Fierceness, obviously, who ran a monster that day. So we got to, give Fierceness his due. Notably, though, Muth hasn't had a bad race yet that I've seen. Grade 3 Best Pal was back in August, I believe, on the 13th. Interesting to mention there because he went up against stablemate Prince of Monaco, and Prince of Monaco looked much the best that day, going a shorter distance, I believe 6 furlongs. Subsequently, Prince of Monaco stablemate is 5th in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile after the 54-day layoff, positioned inside off the pace in that race into the stretch and just failed to fire. Prior win in the Del Mar Futurity was very impressive. I went back and watched that one again. Defeated his stablemate Miramati that day, and Miramati was basically the second best to that one. Continuing on with more Baffert, just the crop is huge this year for him. Nysos, I like what I'm seeing so far from that one. His maiden win at Santa Anita in October was very impressive. Went right to the lead at 6 furlongs, never looked back, destroyed him by 10. The speed he shows in the stretch is definitely a sight. Wheeled right back at 7 furlongs and, rewind and press play. Grade 3 Bob Hope destroyed just a 4-horse field, though. But it had horses like Stronghold, who's possible, Mission Beach, possible. And so I believe 4 or 5 lengths. He was definitely the best that day. Sired by Nyquist, who bucked the trend on the dosage index as a distance or a stamina. Nyquist was labeled as pure sprinter, but you could see what he did, winning the Kentucky Derby and the Florida Derby, I do believe, that year. But 2 wins by combined 19 lengths by Nysos. So looking real good to start his young career. Next up, Philip D'Amato, Stronghold, sired by Ghost Zapper, that 2004 Breeders' Cup Classic winner. He ran well in the Bob Hope, however, was clearly second best that day. This one I'm going to keep an eye on. It's a good looking horse. Hopefully it makes the Derby Trail happen. Another one I was looking at was Ace of Clubs, is Doug O'Neill trained horse. 5 races under his belt, making him one of the more experienced horses in the field. And he went back-to-back wins after breaking his maiden at Del Mar. Then he tested the graded stakes waters and the grade 3 Zuma Beach at Santa Anita, went a mile on the turf, started near the back, rounding the turn, closed inside to 4th place. Was in similar position next out in the Qatar Golden Mile, but he got boxed in that one and really didn't have much of a shot. So the next one, Neil O'Neill actually was the trainer of Slow Down Andy, who won this race 2 years ago. So he's going to be looking to get back on that winning trail, along with trainer Tim Yakteen, who would like to make it back-to-back wins with his colt Rothschild, following his victory with Practical Move, obviously 2022. Sired by Uncle Mo, Rothschild is also 5 starts under his belt, 2 lackluster grade 1s and a grade 3 where he came in 3rd. So it's kind of a wait and see on that one. I'm not sold just yet on Rothschild, but at least he has run up against some grade 1 competition, so the class is there. Next one is that I kind of like is Mike McCarthy's Lord Bullington, looking to make that move from turf to dirt after an impressive maiden breaking win on the Breeders' Cup Friday back in Santa Anita. Jockey Umberto Rispoli, who I'm really starting to like, he did me very well last weekend, following his excellent jockey skills. But textbook ride after stumbling at the gate. He managed to get the 3-horse in this race up to position and then swung 5 wide down the stretch and blew by, waving at him. See you later. Did wheel back a month later in the grade 3 Cecil B. DeMille. In this one, he was kind of in position. He got caught in some traffic, then had to alter course to the inside, then was able to close some distance to get the 4th place finish. So that one I'll have my eye on. Peter Miller is the trainer of Tahan Pass, sired by Justify, ran a distant 3rd back in the grade 3 Bob Hope. We viewed that. We'll take a quick look. After wiring the field to break his maiden at 6.5 furlongs on the fast Santa Anita track, he came back, had no shot in this stretch versus Nysos and Stronghold during that 7-furlong contest. And the jockey knew it, so he really didn't expend too much energy down the stretch. So hopefully he'll be a fresher horse coming in. And we're going to finish things off here with Wind Me Up, coming off the 2nd place finish to stablemate Muth, grade 1 American Pharoah. Caved badly in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, beaten over 28 lengths. Baffert's been working him hard, though. He's got a 5 furlong bullet going 59.6. That ranked 1st out of 64 works on that day. So if people look on the past performances, like a lot of mistakes handicappers make, just looking at that very last race and seeing that he got blown out, then he might create some value for us. I always like to look for the race that might be more in tuned. So he looks like he's working his way up for better days. And so that's going to do it for the show. I appreciate everyone watching, and be on the lookout. Set those notification bells. Lots of Derby content coming down the way. We're going to be following all the prep races, and we'll hit the Florida Swing next month. And we got the Gun Runner coming up too. So stay tuned. Until then, see you soon, and thank you for watching.